Get your pen and paper out because class is in session, and today I'm showing you how to weekly plan when you have ADHD. Now, if you are not a busy person and you do not need to use your calendar, scroll away. This video is not for you. But if you're somebody who runs your own business or you have a very busy job and you rely on your calendar and you feel like it's a mess and you don't know what you're doing, sit down, get your notebook ready, because I'm going to change your life with how we weekly plan, okay? First things first, your calendar app. You are going to want to use a calendar app that you love and that works well for you. My personal calendar app of choice is Notion Calendar. It is phenomenal. It is wonderful. It is where I keep all of my life. Unfortunately, it currently only works with Gmail. So if you're not a Gmail person, you're going to have to figure something else out. Honestly, Outlook is not that bad. This is what we are working with before I start my weekly planning. This is my calendar before I have done anything. I do have some recurring things in here for when I'm going to be at work, and I've got some meetings on there and some recurring focus blocks, but this stresses me out. There is nothing truly planned in here. This is just kind of what I need to do. We are going to take this from chaos to calm. First step is going to be putting in your drive time. If you need to leave the house, you are going to schedule that in your calendar and make sure that the alert is going to give you enough time for you to get your things together and leave the house. I like to do 5 minutes. So my 5 minutes before I need to leave the house, it's going to pop up an alert that says drive time. I need to get going. Next, you are going to put in any times you are going to be out of the house. I have a job where I leave the house. I will not be home. So I'm going to put in all of those hours in there and make sure that the drive time matches up. Second, you're going to go over any meetings that you have on your calendar and confirm that they are still happening. If they are not happening any longer, get them off of there, delete them. Third, you're going to plug in errands. If you need to go to the grocery store after work, if you need to go pick up a prescription, put that in your calendar and set it for the time when you are leaving the house, or whatever works for you. Next, you are going to put in, well, you don't have to, this is optional, movement time. Time where you will say, maybe I will move my body during that time. Here's the kicker. You don't actually have to do it, but building it into your calendar means you are much more likely to do it when you already have the time scheduled. I don't know about you, but a lot of times I think to myself, I don't have time to exercise. So by literally building it into my calendar, there's no excuses. Lastly, and probably the most important thing, you're going to build in focus blocks. These are dedicated 1 to 2 hour chunks when you are going to knock things off your to-do list. These are not meeting times. These are literal, I'm going to sit down, head down, be working. These are not time blocks. You are not going to assign tasks for those focus blocks. You are just going to say, this is a time when I'm going to try and work. You should not schedule meetings over these. These are very important. This is your time to do your work. This is a non-negotiable. You can put as little or as many as you want on your calendar that you can fit in. My suggestion, if you have 2 meetings and you have an hour in between them, do not put a focus block there. Focus blocks probably need a good 30 minutes on either end as a buffer, so don't squish them in between meetings. Give it to yourself when you have time that you know you're going to be able to actually sit and focus. My other suggestion, if you know that you don't work well in the morning, do not put your focus blocks in the morning. If you know that you do not work well in the afternoon, do not put your focus blocks in the afternoon, okay? These are going to be times when you know that you work best and you're going to just tell yourself, I'm going to work during this time. And now, the next most important thing, you are going to schedule tasks on the days according to how many focus blocks you have. If you have a day full of meetings on Monday and you have no focus blocks, guess what? You don't have any to-dos on that day either. If you have a whole day open on Wednesday and you have 2 or 3 focus blocks with some breaks in between, guess what? That's going to be your task-heavy day. Do we understand? Are we getting it? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do mine now and then show you what it looks like. I've been doing this for a long time and that took me less than 7 minutes to do my whole calendar, and this is what it looks like. So on here, we have anything that is blue is a meeting. Anything that is yellow is I'm going to be at work. The green is my focus blocks. My drive time is gray, and my errands / movement hour / anything I need to do that is personal is going to be orange. This just gives me so much clarity. It lets me know exactly where I need to be and when. The next step that I'm going to do is actually go and rework my entire to-do list so that, for instance, on Monday, I have like a tiny little focus block. There's not a lot that's going to get done that day. That literally might be just clearing my emails that day, which means I'm going to remove a lot of the tasks if I have anything scheduled for myself on Monday. On Wednesday, I am in an all-day meeting. I literally will not even be checking my email. My to-do list on Wednesday is going to be empty. On Thursday, I've got a pretty heavy focus block there, so I'm going to task stack myself for Thursday. Same with Tuesday, I've got a nice little afternoon block. I can probably get about 5 or 8 things done. You'll also see I have some focus blocks in the evening. I work a regular job and I run my own business. In the evenings, I like to work on my business while my husband watches football. So I have a Monday night focus block and a Thursday night focus block as well that I can get some stuff done. I have been doing this style of weekly planning now for maybe 6 months or so, and it has completely changed the way that I look at my calendar and the way that I feel about my week and the way that I give myself tasks so that I know I'm not overscheduling myself and I'm able to actually know what days I am going to be able to get stuff done and what days that I'm not. Now, if we look at my to-do list here, we can see that I have not given myself very many things for Monday. Anything purple is going to be an evening task, so I do have that Monday night football focus, which is why I have some things. Tuesday, I had a really nice focus block, so I'm going to give myself a lot more tasks. Wednesday, the only 2 things I have to do are post a video and record a video. Posting, it'll be ready to go, so I can just do that real fast in the morning. Recording the video, I am going to do once I am home from work. Thursday, I don't have a heavy task load, and Friday I have nothing. I will end up adding things throughout the week, so it's not a bad idea to not already have a ton of stuff there. I also have a lot of recurring things that will not pop up until the day of, so it's good to be mindful of that. Usually, if I don't end up having a lot of tasks pre-scheduled, I'll go and look at my business tasks, and if there's anything that I have not assigned a day for yet that I'd like to do, I will assign that for later in the week. This is how I do my weekly planning and my to-do list. Let me know if you try it. It is fantastic. This is my Notion template that I sell. It's called Your ADHD Mind, and this is one of the best ways that you can do your to-do list with a assigned date. So basically, you're telling yourself, I'm going to do these tasks on this date. And then up at the top here, it's got this really amazing view that just shows you stuff for today. So you can just look at anything that you need to do today, or if you scroll down, you can see the entire week. Both lists are going to show you things even that you've completed. So if we go back to last week, this is my to-do list for last week. And as you can see, all of this stuff is done, but then I'm able to see what I did all week and it makes me feel really, really good. Same with this up here. This is, as you can see, I've completed like 4 of these things already for today. These are going to show you anything that you have already finished. And then at the end of the day, it's going to swap over to tomorrow. Let me know if you try it. I'd love to hear how it goes for you, and you can find my Notion template on my website if you are curious at taking a look.